Good morning. It is me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot. And we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if you want to see change, you do need to shift and change that energy within you. And this is where we do that thing. So let's do that thing together. Let's shift the energy together. We're doing a special treat. I'm resurrecting the Tell Me Everything spread, and I'm going to do it more regularly. It's a popular spread. I think it's really helpful when we listen to it the first time, or if you can do this at the same time, it's great. But if you have to do it, listen to it twice, I mean, do what you got to do. But when we listen to it, the first layer we can hear as a person that we're interested in connecting to us. The second time that we listen to it, or as you get better at this while you're doing it, while you're listening to it the first time, you start to think about how you yourself could say the same things to yourself. So, for instance, let's say your person is saying, I'm sorry, it's difficult for me to commit to you. And then you're like, well, it's not hard at all for me to commit to my person. I have no problem with that. But is it easy for you to make commitments and keep commitments to yourself? Or do you break the commitments that you make to yourself? Do you please people over other commitments you've made? Do you because that's the real key to your relationship. It has nothing to do with the other person. And that's why when people come to me and they're very fixated, very focused on the other person, it's my job to really draw their attention back to themselves, because what's happening is they are craving attention so much from this other person, and they don't understand, why isn't this person paying attention to me? And it's because you're not paying attention to yourself, and you don't just do that automatically. You were taught that. So way back many centuries ago, when I was the little one, there was an experience I had, or a series of experiences I had, that made me believe about myself that I am ignored, that people ignore me, that they don't prioritize my needs. So there's probably a neglect wound going on in there. Okay. So that's how you use tarot to actually come into union. Here's how to not use tarot to come into union. You go online, you see a random person with cards tell you that your person has a third party and the karmic's talking about you, and there's all these people talking about you, and there's going to be prison, and there's going to be jail, and there's going to be do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Or even just a good reading where somebody is like, the masculine energy is wanting to come forward and wanting to make a commitment and wanting to bring you something, and there's all this wealth and all this abundance, and then you just go, oh, that's good, and you swipe to the next same video and watch it again, and you get excited. You're like, oh, everything's changing right now, and without me doing anything except for watching these tarot readings. I literally haven't had to do anything. And then there's the period of time where you go through all the shadow work and you're doing all the journaling, and you want to pull your hair out because all you're doing is going through hysterical crying before you have to go to work in the morning. Like you're like, I'm doing all the things and none of these tarot readings are coming true. Why is that happening? And that's because you may still be doing all of those things to try to get the outcome that you're fixated upon, instead of what you're really needing. Because the whole time that you want that person to respond to you, the whole time, all you really needed, if that was that original wound, if your original wound is like, why won't my person talk to me? Why won't my person pay attention to me? That's all you need. You don't need the person, actually. You think you do, because your ego is tricky. Your ego wants to keep you running. Run as long as you can, because running is living, right? You're getting away from the different things that are going to eat you. You're getting in shape, like your heart rate's up. Like, come on, this is great, right? But running forever is really bad on you. It's really hard on you. The stress levels, the cortisol, it makes you retain weight. It makes you feel fatigued. It spurs autoimmune reactions. It literally, when people have autoimmune issues, they get flare-ups when they're stressed out. If you're running away from your ego constantly terrifying you, that's what's going to happen, okay? So your ego is like, Listen, I know how we can make you feel better. You eat this entire pizza, watch this entire 16 hours of this show, this series on HBO today. So you deserve it. You deserve it. It's your reward. Have some ice cream. Here you go. Okay, have, and there's nothing inherently wrong with any of these things I'm saying, by the way. I am not a food fascist. I do not believe those are bad foods. I do not moralize my foods, but I'm giving you the kind of mentality we have, right? So the ego's like, just, it's okay. It's, you're gonna feel better immediately. Trust me. And then we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna be safe. We're gonna be warm. There's gonna be shelter around us. I know it's a little uncomfortable. It's not like where you want to be. It's okay though. Like, does it matter that much? People that are really rich, they don't look that happy anyway. I mean, they're all on TV. They're all upset at each other. Things are happening. It's very bad. Just stay here. You can just watch them. Just watch the Housewives. It's fine. You're good. You're good. You're good right here. And you know what else is good? If you feel like you need attention, I think the thing that's going to work is if every few minutes you check and see if the person who has trouble giving you attention is going to vaguely give you attention in the troubled way that they have of giving you the attention. And then every time you get that, you'll get a dopamine hit. That's enough. That's all we need. Then we can go to bed. You know, we can like fantasize about what we don't have, get a little sad, and wake up the next morning and start it again. All safe, all sound, nobody's hurt, dead, nobody's wounded. There's food, we're good. That's what your ego wants you to do. How often are you doing that? And you know what? Sometimes you need to do that, right? Sometimes you need to do that. But your ego is tricking you because it isn't the person's attention that you need. Truthfully, we need attention from other human beings. Everybody needs that. That's a normal thing. But this specific person, you don't need attention from this specific person. You need attention from you. And you need to give yourself attention because when you do it, people are going to know, oh, Pearl's really paying attention to herself. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay attention to myself. Seems like a good idea. You know what? I feel better when I pay attention to myself. I'm going to go talk to Pearl, see how she's doing today. Hey, Pearl, how are you doing today? I'm in a great mood. My interaction that I'm going to have with you is going to be positive and uplifting. You know why? Because I've been taking care of myself. What have you been doing? You've been paying attention to yourself too? Oh my God. Now that we've filled that need and we're interacting with each other, we can pay attention to one another because we're not feeling depleted. We're not stressed. We're not thinking about the next thing we have to do. We're not freaking out about all the things. So it turns out the key to getting positive attention from anyone else is to give yourself positive attention. And it's to reward yourself for when you're doing things right and to not punish yourself. That's a weird concept for our society. Not to punish yourself when you're not getting it right. Because it turns out that you want any kind of attention, just like a toddler, right? Toddlers do shitty things so that you go, what are you doing? Because they're looking at their mom and their mom is going, what are you doing? And they're just seeing this crazy reaction and they're like, whoa. Number one, my mom is paying attention to me. Number two, I didn't know her eyes could do that. I didn't know that lava could pour out of her mouth. That's interesting. And right now, everything in this environment is pointed directly at me for what I was just doing because I'm not comprehending the difference between, oh, that's a great job, and what are you doing? Both of those things are kind of exciting and thrilling, right? This is a toddler experiencing everything with no moralizing abilities at all. So bad, good, it's not translating perfectly, right? We're getting intensity and then we recognize the discomfort in us. Maybe we got scared. But you know what? I like scary movies, don't you? So there's actually some of these, there's some aspect of self that's kind of like willing to test it. And at the heart of these interactions with this parent is if I do something and it is not noticed, I will die. So I have to make sure my parent notices me. Like, I'm in distress. Mom, please save me from whatever I'm going to do, right? I need my parent to pay attention. That's key. So I have to act in all kinds of ways and make sure that no matter how I'm acting, I'm still going to get attention. So that is what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're still doing that. And it's on the one hand, normal, human, primal brain. That's how you're designed to survive from infancy to adulthood. The problem is that now that you're an adult, those behaviors are still active, but you're no longer really needing those behaviors. to interact, because now you have communication skills and all these different kinds of things, and you have this ability to meet your own needs. So the fear that your needs won't be met hasn't gone away, but and that fear sort of perpetuates, I can't meet my needs. I have a client right now who's so similar, thinks about things so similar both to me and my mom. It's a very interesting blend to listen to her thought processes and like the issues that she feels she struggles with. And one of the things that she'll do is I'll say, well, what could you do right now that would make you feel better about this? And she'll say, well, I need the space to look nicer. And I'll be like, okay, well, what's something we could do? Because in her mind, she's gonna go, well, I can't change the space because I have to take the tub out and I have to do this and I have to gut this and I'm gonna have to do this and that. And I'm like, whoa, that's true. If you want to completely remodel your bathroom and spend $40,000 on the remodel, you're gonna have to do all that. But all I really want you to do right now is just tell me one small thing you could do that would make it look nicer. It's like, I could buy a shower curtain that goes all the way to the floor. How much does that cost? $12. Great. Buy the shower curtain that goes all the way to the floor. How do you feel now? How do you feel? Oh, it looks nicer in here already. Okay. So, like, we have to be guided through, like, nurtured through, like a parent would have done if we missed out on certain things that those parents should have taught us to do. And we cannot, and I want to emphasize this very, very strongly, we cannot rely on our partners to parent us. And if you are right now sitting here thinking that you really want to be with this person so badly, I want you to really, really look at the motivation. I want you to ask yourself, do I want a nurturer here, a parent here, or do I want a colleague and a peer and a friend who I am romantically involved with and sexually attracted to? Because in our society, we frown heavily upon sexual interactions between family members. So if you're trying to replace fill a neglect or abandonment wound that a parent was supposed to have filled, you are not getting much satisfaction from your relationships. And if the other person is trying to put you in that same role, they are also not getting satisfaction from the relationship, because in truth, those are two different relationships. If you have an abandonment wound and a neglect wound and you need a nurturing parent, get yourself a spiritual counselor that can help you with learning how to nourish yourself and is in and of themselves nourishing and nurturing. Okay? Like, go to somebody that feels like you could imagine them being your parent and would make you feel better. That is an appropriate relationship. Like, and I don't mean replace your parent with that person. I mean, get the parenting skills from somebody you admire and can model the behavior for you. That's what a parent is doing. You don't get that from your partner. You can learn things from your partner. Like, obviously, whoever I'm in a relationship with is going to learn from the things that I have learned because I'm going to tell them what I've learned. So it's not that you can't learn things from your partner. It's that you cannot expect them to fill the role of the nurturing parent. That has to be exclusively for you and yourself. That's it. That relationship is for you. You want a different type of interaction with your romantic partner, I'm assuming. And sometimes people are comfortable. Like, there's a reason why there's sugar daddies, right? There's a reason why there's sugar mamas. There's some people want that as a part of their connection or relationship, and there's no judgment or shame in that. But it is like, that's a consensual situation where somebody is like, this is what I want. I want this dynamic. And the other person is like, me too. But I'm guessing, based on the way that our readings go, that is not ultimately what you desire. Okay, let's do the Tell Me Everything spread. Top of the deck, overall, how does divine feminine think and feel about the connection? We're going to go back and forth. We used to do one at a time, but we're going to go back and forth for each position. So divine feminine, What would you say right now about the connection? We have the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands. And the Three of Cups is sitting in her head space, and the Nine of Wands is in the heart space. We're using the Disney Villains Tarot here and the Hermetic Tarot. And what's interesting is what I normally do is I pair the Disney Villains with the horror deck because of the way they look. And then I pair the Wild Unknown with the Hermetic Tarot because of the way they look. Like it's a visual choice. But today, when I did the spread, I took what would be the heart space for the feminine and used that deck as the head space for the masculine. And it was not really intentional. It was just a subconscious thing that happened. Um, and then when I went to put to shuffle the second layer, I was like, oh, they're gonna look strange together in terms of like visually how they look. So I think right now there has been a really strange shift. It's unexpected and sudden, and it's this sensation that our head is starting to really understand the feelings or the nuances of the heart space, and the heart is really starting to trust the way the mind is thinking about and responding to and reacting to the feelings. That gives me a good feeling. Okay. So divine feminine. I just want to have fun, okay? I'm exhausted. 9 of wands. I'm so tired. I'm at the point where, the 5 of swords right now is looking pretty good. Like just dropping the sword, not thinking about this anymore. I'm not there as far as I can see. There's not many cards visible to me, but the cards I can see, I'm not at the 5 of swords, but it seems so tempting right now because I am so tired. I've with the 9 of wands, I've put in all this time healing. I've really done that work. And with the 3 of cups, it's time for me to have fun. I'm hearing girls just want to have fun in music. I'm seeing traveling, laughing, and I want to date. I want to go on a date. I want to be taken out to eat dinner. I want like something unique to happen. I want. It's been bleak. It's been bleak. My heart space has not experienced love. I've poured all of my love into this in like intellectualizing, into my thoughts, into my fantasies. Hi Heather, I see you saying yeah there. But I'm tired. I'm really tired with this connection, babe. Attacking that babe on the end. Yeah, babe. I'm fucking tired of this shit, man. Okay. Divine masculine. How would divine masculine think and feel right now about the connection? We're using the horror tarot for divine masculine's headspace and the wild unknown for the heart space. And we have this. Oh, I just feel like I had to walk away from so many really uncomfortable, painful things. I had to turn my back on them. I had to stop thinking also about them. My feelings have been so crushed and hurt and broken throughout my life, and I have not expressed this outside of if I have a creative outlet. And I've just, it's everything that I have left unexpressed is represented by this big mountain. It's this mountain of feelings that I haven't told you. And I'm literally I'm sitting on it alone. And it's like the stupidest thing I've ever done. And I've done it because I'm so stubborn. And it's so hard for me to bend because I fear I will break. And then because I don't bend, I break. That's just wow. All right. So frustration energy coming from there, but we're also seeing the divine masculine as the emperor. So there's it's funny because he wasn't willing to say that about himself. So I don't know that he feels it about himself. Remember, this is in his headspace. He knows what he has to be. But I think that he knows that to feel that emperor energy, he's got to overcome that. He's got to express all of that. Are you ready for that also? Because this is something, I'm interjecting here. My, as the reader, not as this masculine energy, but I'm just asking you personally, are you ready for this? Because if this seems like a lot of feelings to you that are going to come, what happens, when the snow starts falling on the mountain, we start like an avalanche, right? So you're going to be on the receiving end of this avalanche. It's a lot. So, that's intense. Just literally like, are you ready for that? Because that's a lot. Okay. Let's see, divine feminine. What are you hiding from divine masculine? And when I ask divine feminine, what are you hiding from divine masculine? What I'm asking is, what is your heart not really allowing your mind to see? What's your heart not allowing your mind to see? Like not letting, kind of expressing the feelings, I guess. When we ask that question, because we're going to ask the masculine energy next, what we're asking then is, what things are, is your mind trying to hide from, like to avoid feeling, basically? So what are you avoiding, I guess, in one thing? And like, um what thoughts are you avoiding, or what feelings are you avoiding? That's kind of how you can look at this position when you're trying to think about it on your own terms, like for what it means for yourself. And I should reiterate that when I say the feminine energy, I'm talking about the energy of creativity, receptivity, emotion. So your partner also will have this energy as well within them. So, what is the feminine energy? What is being hidden right now? We've got the Nine of Swords and the Princess of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords being, sleepless nights and torture, and being trapped in a prison of your own thoughts. And the Princess of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Pentacles energy. So this is the energy of exploration and adventure, and it's starting out. It's analyzing something that you receive. It's looking at something, exploring it. All right. So what she would say to the masculine then, what am I hiding from you? I can't stop thinking about this, receiving some kind of gesture from you, some kind of material gesture. Like, it literally, the thought of it is torturing me. I I know I deserve it. This Page of Pentacles is no longer about me not deserving it. I know that I deserve something. And so I am very much thinking over and over, like, where is it? 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 Um, and I'm just not like letting that out, or talking about that, or showing that, how much I really am thinking of you making some kind of offer, proposal to me. Um, and wondering, probably, the back of my mind, am I not good enough? Am I not good enough? Am I not good enough? I caught myself personally. I caught myself. And I had to ask myself my intentions. I was like, are you trying to say the right thing? Are you trying to make the right content? Do the right, like, just do something that is going to cause this person to come to you? Because if that's what you're doing, that means that you're still not getting it, because you're still not understanding that the person isn't coming to you not because of anything that you are doing or being. It's because that person cannot do or be in alignment with you. It is not that you are going to write the the right words. You're going to text the right words, or you're going to, allude to the right words. And that person's going to read those words. And those words are going to be the thing that finally convinces them. Like, and I caught myself and I was like, it's not me. It's not me. There's nothing I need to do. So this is what divine feminine is hiding from herself too. There's this niggling feeling. There's this niggling thought in there, this little niggling thought, little wiggling, niggling. Maybe you're not good enough. 10 more pounds. New wardrobe. More money. Grammy. Maybe then, maybe then, maybe then, maybe then, maybe then. Maybe then I'd be good enough. That fucking sucks. God damn it. Get out of my head, that thought. Like, no, I'm a goddess, right? Goddamn now, son of a bitch. All right, divine masculine. What are you hiding? Divine masculine. 4 of Wands, of course, in the headspace, and the 7 of Swords in the heart space. So this is screaming, I'm hiding what I intend to do in regards to coming into union, reconnecting, getting engaged, committing, marriage, or for some, it could be I'm hiding a connection that I'm in. But and that definitely can be true, because we do have kind of a funky energy coming here. So this could be like I'm already in a connection, but I'm not feeling that for many of us. I think we've passed that point, a lot of us in this collective. So, and also I just think you would know at this point. You're very intuitive, and I just don't. If you don't suspect it, I wouldn't worry about it right now. This is for those of you that probably suspect it, because one of the things about this card is he looks like he's being sly, but we can tell he's a fox, right? So my real feeling here is that what he would say is, what I'm hiding from you is that I intend to surprise you, and that I have a strategy, and that I also, it could be too that I'm trying to figure out like twin flame stuff too. Like I don't emphasize it as much anymore on my channel because I feel differently towards it. And I also just feel like that terminology is inaccurate and comes from somebody I do not trust. A person who had a cult in the 70s, and before her that term was not used. And so I rather would use twin souls, which comes from Plato's myth of Aristophanes, which is not meant to be taken literally, but is a more of an allegory. But the Neoplatonists believed that everything that Plato was saying was supposed to be taken literally, kind of like how the Christians went back and took the Bible and were like, it's literally true. So it's now kind of hard to trace the origins of this, but there is some, Shiva and Shakti, there's Isis and Osiris. There's always duality, and like the masculine, feminine, yin yang, like that's what I know is real, and I know that exists in all of us, and I know that certain people really reflect back to us very accurately what we are like, and those people we choose to show us who we are, that is how I think they're significant for us. So this person may be hiding that they're trying to figure it out. Like maybe they're doing some research, or they're like kind of sneaking around. Maybe they're also like watching twin flame readings and stuff, and like trying, like it's very, very possible. Honestly, I'm getting that vibe. And they wouldn't say it also. Like they like, so I'm the one that's like, bitch, they're watching twin flame readings every day. Like that's so funny. Also remember, that's you, boo boo. Y'all are like, oh, my person is watching twin flame readings. I have around 5%, anywhere from 5 to 10% male viewership. Keep in mind that that's masculine identifying gendered individuals, which may or may not be hetero or homosexual. So the odds that your person, your dude, is watching my tarot readings low end of the spectrum, unless you know, said, "Oh, watch these." I do have some clients that are like, she's like, "I forced my person to watch your stuff," or whatever. So there are, I would guess there are some masculine identifying gendered individuals. There are definitely many people in their masculine energy watching my content right now. That doesn't mean though that they are actually masculine identifying in gender though. It looks like my connection's going in and out. Gonna watch it just for a second just to make sure that it stays. All right, and I'm just gonna get a drink. Holy shit, it's 30 minutes. I gotta get moving. All right, I need to talk faster. I need to stop interrupting and stop inserting myself. Impossible. Oh, divine feminine, what are you right now? Divine feminine, we have 7 of coins in the headspace. Oh, I get it, babes. And death in the heart space. I'm sorry, but I can't wait for you until I die. I don't really need to say anything else. Um, my person actually wrote a song called Die Waiting. And I just officially want you to know I don't intend to do that. That's what Divine Feminine is saying right now. I'm not going to die waiting for you. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to live my life in black and white and have no feelings and no love in my life so that I can wait for a harvest that never comes from you. And the fact that you can expect me to is putting us right into the energy of divine feminine getting the award for never truly apologizing, because whenever you apologize you always have a backhanded sorry not sorry. Listen, I gotta go with masculine energy here on this. You're emotionally manipulative as fuck, divine feminine. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna wait forever until it. I think on some level. Oh, hi Heather. I'm glad you're getting the good energy from this reading. Okay, so yeah, if she was going to apologize and not be problematic, what she would say is, I'm sorry that I want to end this connection because I don't want to wait for you. Divine feminine. Divine masculine. What are you sorry about right now? Probably sorry you picked this divine feminine. Okay. The Queen of Swords and the Son of Cups, or the Knight of Cups. So here's what divine masculine would say. I'm sorry that I did everything in my power to put you on the defensive and put you in this guarded energy where you feel you have to keep very strong boundaries with me, because it's really making it difficult now to bring you any love. And I'm sorry that I wasn't open to your love and to receiving your love, and that's why I acted the way I acted that caused you to raise these defenses with me. And I'm sorry for that. And to his credit, divine masculine is amazing at apologizing. Taking action after apologizing, not so great. Coming up with apologies, pretty good. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate that so much. Okay, we are doing the Tell Me Everything right now, and this entire reading will be available on YouTube. I am actually live streaming to YouTube at the same time, so if you didn't catch the beginning and you want to start watching it now, you can hop over to YouTube and scroll all the way back. Divine Feminine, what do you want to say now about this present moment? We're going back and forth between feminine, masculine energy. Divine Feminine, what do you want to say about this present moment? Holy shit. Okay, we got 4 decks here. And we just have 3 of the same card, and it's significant. We got the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, and Divine Masculine's overall feeling, 8 of Cups. Somebody wants to come home, okay? Divine Feminine is like, I want you, to return to me. But so the energy right now is in this current moment, what she would say is, if you don't come home, I feel I must go. Okay, fair, right? If you don't come to me, I feel I must leave you. She's just, listen, my one of my best friends, Cheryl, last night told me that this is her year of being unfuckwithable. And I agree. And the feminine energy is there. It's like there's no games. If you're still in the game phase, you probably want to go back to some of my earlier readings. I just was watching an earlier reading that came up in my feed from a couple years ago, and it's similar to this energy, but it's definitely in a like an earlier phase. So if you're still in that phase where you're not quite ready for those hard boundaries yet, you're just kind of getting there, you might want to go back like a couple years onto my YouTube lives. Okay, Divine Masculine, what do you want to say about the present moment? Oh, I thought it was the same. I was like, is this the two of the same cards? I was gonna like be like, no fucking way. But it's pretty close actually. Okay, the Ace of Swords in the headspace and the Daughter of Swords or the Page of Swords in the heart space. Now, if it was just this motherfucker by itself, I would throw this, but it came out with the Ace of Swords, so I'm feeling I'm not feeling salty about it. But Divine Masculine, you speak right now and tell us what you want to say about this present moment. What I would say is, it is time for me to tell you the truth. I have watched long enough, standing on top of this truth, afraid to wield it, but I have to step up and say something. Watching is no longer satisfying. Watching has become painful. The truth is, watching is now more painful than speaking would be. Divine Feminine, what do you want from the masculine? The Fool. This came out transverse. Look what it is, everybody. The Ace of Swords. Don't you love when there's something you want and the Divine Masculine gives it to you? Mm. Mm, mm, mm. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so I now see why this came out transverse. Look what it looks like when it's transverse. The Fool is holding the sword and cutting through the Hanged Man energy if we look at it this way. Very, very, very beautiful. Okay, so what does Divine Feminine want? I want you to stop being an idiot. Can you stop being an idiot? Stop withholding this truth from me in this Hanged Man energy. Because if you don't, you're going to feel what it feels like to be left hanging while I sort my stuff out because I'm going my own way. Like the other day when I was having this experience where I have another opportunity coming my way, I was literally, I had this moment where I could like feel my person's energy like pulling on me, and I was pleading with them like, please just come in before this other energy comes in, you dumb ass. Like I don't like, I was literally, it's different from me in the past. One of the reasons I said you might want to watch an earlier energy for feminine is because this is a different feminine that I'm dealing with right now. The emotions that I'm dealing with right now are, it pains me, it greatly saddens me to leave you behind because I know what we can make together, but this masculine energy is going to be available to me in many different places. And I'm going to find it and align with it wherever it is because I deserve that. And you know that I do. Like, you can't argue with that. Like, you know that I do. So I have to do that. So please cut it out. Please just let's start fresh. Let's cut out whatever you feel is left hanging here from the past. Let's just start fresh. And what's really interesting to me is my person, the noose in this image, like this, I'm seeing the noose, and the like my person literally sang a song with that phrase in it, and like I had this feeling of don't you dare. Like if you take that out, that is so unfair because it's not necessary. It's literally only a conversation. It's so strange to me to watch. And you know, when you can't see the truth, this person having so much trouble seeing the truth. So, divine feminine, you really want your person to just realize, like, to look, to see the truth, and to just take the leap and tell the truth. Um, all right, divine masculine, what do you want from the feminine energy? This is the Disney villains deck, but yes, that was the Emperor's New Groove card from the Disney villains deck. It's a gorgeous deck actually. Um okay, so divine masculine, how do you feel, or what do you want from divine feminine? We have the Justice card and the Devil. So, divine masculine would say, this is, it's so interesting because I want you to feel, I want you to burn the way that I burn. I think the divine masculine doesn't perceive the other person to do this. So remember, this is your brain, right? This is your brain on tarot. It's not your person sitting there thinking, I want you to burn with passion the way that I burn with passion. I mean, they could be, but it's also you sitting there thinking that about your person. This justice card, I want you to feel what I feel. I want you to feel the passion that I feel. I want you to feel the desire that I feel, the intensity, like that. I want to know that you feel passionately for me. I want to know that it's like I want you to be as obsessed with me as I am with you. I want to know that. I want to know that that's true. If you don't know that that's true, there ain't nothing I can do for you. That has got to be something you know from your own self. I think also this is, it could be if you're in another, if you, because there's a collective here, if you're married or in a contractual relationship, your person may want you to like end the marriage to a karmic. If you're in some kind of a relationship now, they might want you to end that codependent relationship. If you're completely single, this is really more about I want you to feel what I feel, which means he doesn't really understand that you both feel the same yet. Okay. I think there's this disbelief. If you feel the way I feel, you would act the way I act, but the way he's acting is not in alignment with his feelings because, and that's the thing, is that the feminine identifying gendered individual that is more comfortable with feminine energy and truthfully masculine energy as well. The feminine identifying individuals in our society in the last, you know, 50 years, we have had to embody both energies. That's why we're tired, because we're doing both jobs. And there's not a person a lot of the time that embodies the other energy equivalently to us. So we're constantly having to like give of our energy and not receive. So we're used to embodying both. But because of the patriarchy, masculine identifying individuals have not had to develop feminine energy. In fact, they have been actively told to repress feminine energy, the feelings the feelings, emotions, creativity, openness, receptivity, gentleness, nurturing. And these things are not inherently biologically driven by the feminine um identifying individuals. It's just the roles we've been assigned based on these types of energies that must exist for society to work. The difference is that we separated these two energies into two groups, which are technically not even biologically, truthfully, like easy to delineate like that. But we just decided we're going to have these two groups. This group is responsible for this energy, and this group is responsible for this energy. Um, and it doesn't make any sense. It's completely nonsensical. Um, so divine feminine energy for feminine identifying individuals mixed with masculine is much more comfortable. All right, let's go now to the where we have got. Oh, I gotta get going. Okay, so we have what does divine masculine or divine feminine? Sorry, we're doing divine feminine first. What does divine feminine long for? The Queen of Cups. It's Ursula. We love Ursula. The Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is all about love and compassion and nurturing. It's the like loving, sensitive, psychic, very understanding, very supportive, soft landing place for sure. So divine feminine truly longs for this soft landing place that she provides to be returned to her. Um, and I think she also just really wants to love. Like, look, Ursula's a villain. Divine feminine is like, divine masculine, do you understand that you have made me feel like a villain for wanting to love you? I had that happen to me in a band that I had where somebody was like just really did not want me to love them and they literally turned me into a villain and I was like, "Wow, you're you're hurting me and hurting this entire group because you don't want my love." Of the two of us, I think you have bigger problems because I'm not forcing you to do anything to receive my love. It's just there and you can't handle it. Like, so being made turned into a villain because you love somebody is very, very difficult. Divine masculine longs for, this is the Eight of Wands. Oh, good. I long to talk about this. I never thought I'd see the day. I really long to communicate with you about this and I really want to do it fast. I really want to do it fast. I'm so sorry. My TikTok connection is just going in and out and in and out and I don't there's my signal on my phone is the same, so I don't know why that's happening. I apologize. So divine masculine is longing to communicate. I want to talk. I'm longing to talk to you and I'm longing to talk fast. I don't want to wait anymore. Divine feminine, what are you longing to tell divine masculine? Here we have the Four of Cups. I am not going to reject you. Rejecting someone's offer is not rejecting them as a person. And I think that needs to be understood. If you offer me something that I know isn't in alignment with my long-term goals, it's the offer that I'm rejecting. It's that it's like I can't do that because I need to live here, be here, or do this, or I need to do this work in my life, or I need to do this. But the offer is a beautiful offer, and anybody would be lucky to receive it. But like not everything you offer somebody is going to be perfectly aligned with their needs. And it's not going to be a personal thing. And if you come and make an offer and I have a hard time receiving it, it's not about you. So I really need you to know that. Not that I'm saying I'm going to reject your offer. I don't intend to. I'm going to take the cup and I'm going to run with it and laughing and hysterically and maniacally and crying probably too. So I'm going to take your fucking cup, but just know that even if I didn't, it would not be about you. It would be about my openness and capability of receiving it and trusting in you. And if I can't trust in you, that's my issue. And you might say, well, yeah, but I did things that challenged your ability to trust in me. Okay. I chose a person who would have a tendency to do that so that I would have to overcome my limiting beliefs about betrayal in relationships. So you just matched me. You did me a favor. Divine masculine, what do you long to tell divine feminine, I am not going anywhere. I am solid. I am stable. I have a solid offer for you. And I know that it's taking me a long time to bring it to you, but I promise that it is worth the wait. Divine feminine, what do you need right now? I need the offer. I need the offer. Remember the back of my mind, the thing that I was hiding, the thing that was bothering me? Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? I need my stuff. I need this physical manifestation of everything that I'm due. The avalanche, so to speak. I need that. Divine masculine, what do you need right now? The magician. I need to believe in my own power. I need to believe in my own power. And that is actually my affirmations that I've been doing for the last 9 days, is to believe in my own power. So divine masculine must believe in this power. Divine feminine, what will you give to the divine masculine? I will give him all of this, Queen of Wands. I will give him everything he's passionate about. I will give him my body. I will give him my soul. Literally, like I'm down. Like this is something I want to completely be consumed in this fire. But I will give you sexy. I will give you confident. I will give you attractive. I will give you, that magnetic, powerful energy, and I will give you the confidence to believe in your own power, which is what you need. So you need this, and I will give it to you. What will you give to divine feminine, divine masculine? I will put in all of the hard work. I will do the work. I will do what it takes to give life to this grand vision that we both have, that truthfully rests in you. That's what I'll give you. Divine feminine, what do you hope for this connection? What are your hopes for this connection? We have the Ace of Wands and look at that, the Eight of Pentacles. So I want you to notice that what divine feminine wanted, divine masculine, present moment, ready to give it to her. What divine feminine hopes for, present moment, divine masculine, ready to give it to her. So right now there is a masculine energy in your presence. It may not be the person that you are thinking of. It may be someone else. It may be someone new. It could be the person that you've always been thinking of, but it's possible that it is not. So just please do not get too attached to that. But there is a masculine energy in your presence currently in your energy. That means they are likely to be talking to you within 24 to 48 hours. They are likely to be able to be physically present and to meet up with you. But for sure, there is somebody who you want to see, clarity from, truth from. You want to see that they're putting in the work, and you are going to see that. Somebody you can trust, somebody who does the work. That's what you want. I want to see that we both make this connection great, that we strive for perfection, because this is Virgo energy here. We strive for perfection in this energy to try to make our relationship great. Divine masculine, what do you hope for the connection? We have the Chariot and the Father of Swords. Some masculines are hoping. Okay, so there's two voices I'm hearing. One voice I'm hearing, I hope I can move on. I hope I can detach myself from my feelings and move on. And this can be from another person. This can be from the person embodying the divine feminine, because the divine masculine is going into the runner cycle, but unfortunately will not be chased this time, because the feminine on this side is she said she would not. She said, if you come home, great. And if you aren't coming home, then I'm going to move along. So there may be a masculine energy that is just going to try to get over you and move on, but there is one that will be planning or strategizing how to move forward with you. The next step is to come up with a plan to move forward, to do the justice here that really needs to be done. So one is like, I want to just cut myself off from these feelings and I just want to move on and just stop thinking about it. That person is going to be in turmoil because in truth, they won't be able to do that. So until they work through the lessons that you're in their life for, you'll be a karmic for them. Like you'll be just something that they need to learn from. And they'll just keep, coming back and watching and everything until they learn. So that's one masculine energy. And then the other one is saying, what I hope is that the plans that I'm making to move forward are going to go smoothly. Divine Feminine, what do you promise to do about this connection? The Eight of Swords. I promise to get out of my head about it because that's, we went from the 8 into that 9 of Swords that was in the back of the mind. I promise to really do the work on shifting my mindset. I do promise to do that. Like I've really been working through that. I've been finding every way. Like yesterday in the reading, there was the 5 of Swords in reverse with the picture of the dress being cut out, the seamstress image or whatever. And I said, the divine feminine won't ever give up. She will do anything. She will tailor. Thank you for saying the cards are gorgeous. This is the Disney Villains deck. And we've got the Horror Tarot out, the Wild Unknown today, and the Hermetic Tarot. So yeah, I'm just determined. Like I will figure this out. I will any thought I think that is blocking me from getting what I want, I look at it and I'm like, why am I thinking that? Do I need to think that? Can I think differently? Right? I'm willing to do everything I can to rethink this connection with you. And Divine Masculine, what do you promise to do about this connection? Can't pick up the card for some reason, and I'm knocking all the cards down. Okay. It was hard for him to say. Oh, okay. Again, 2 masculines. We've got one masculine that's I promise to stop thinking in a way that's keeping me stuck and to end this separation with you and to no longer be inflicting pain anymore upon myself or you. That's one masculine. The other masculine energy is, I promise this is over for me. That I'm going to move on, that I'm going to let you go, that I'm going to do justice because it's not fair that I stay here being obsessed with you anymore. I want you to be free from this obsession. I want you to be free from this bondage. So I'm going to set you free. I'm going to set you free from this bondage. That's a very difficult choice if that's what Divine Masculine decides to do. But in that incarnation, in whatever incarnation he's in. So one is like, I'm going to stop keeping myself stuck. I'm going to end the painful separation and I'm going to move into union. And the other one is like, I'm going to completely cut myself out of your life and end this so that you can move on without me. And that's a very loving gesture, even if it's very painful. It is a loving gesture. Now, there is a weird energy there of I'm hoping that doesn't mean that, like, it really bothers me with the noose image and the hanged man. So I'm just getting vibes of like pretty intense feelings, but I gotta say that I feel like a safe, protected energy here. I'm not like, oh my God, like really worried or anything, but my feeling is just to tell you that you can't ever hold the responsibility for that anyway. Like however someone chooses to live or whether they choose to go on or not, it's never going to be about anything you could have done or said, or it's always just a definitive act of will. So just know that. Okay. Let me do the healing oracles, especially after that little bit of not great. So how am I doing this? Am I going to go what direction? We'll go this way. Okay. So divine masculine, you need to trust. You need to trust. This is your thing. Your brain, your mind, your head. Right now, you as a person and your person, you need to trust each other. You need to trust in love. You need to trust in the divine. You just need to trust. This is going to fix everything. This is the card I decided would be the card that determines what will fix everything. Divine feminine, what do you need to do? Focus on friendship. Be a friend. Be a friend to yourself. Be a friend to your friends. Be a friend to your person. Just have fun. You had the Three of Cups here. You're exhausted, you're tired, and you want to have a good time. Please go do it. This is what's going to be best for you. You're like you just having a good time, being with your friends, laughing, honestly going on dates and meeting people and making new friends. This is what you need to do. Trust and be a friend, be with your friends. Divine masculine. We're getting the journey card for you. And it says imagination on it. It was upside down. I'm getting a sense that you do a lot of imagining. You do a lot of imagining. Wow. Okay. This says trust your visions. Everything in your imagination is real. Focus only on what you wish to bring into your life. Your manifestation skills are strong, so be careful with your thoughts and projections. A new experience opens a whole world of possibilities. I'm going to read the prayer over you, which is adventures here, so close your eyes, fall down tunnels, fly through skies. Imagination is the key. Trust, believe, and you shall see. And what did he need to do? He needed to believe in himself. He needed to believe in his own power. He needs to trust. Divine feminine, what do you need? Purpose. That's a beautiful energy. You are needing to really honor your purpose in this world, which is more than just being someone's helpmate, more than being someone's nurturer, supporter. Trying to find the page here. A spiritual experience will change your point of view. An answer comes to you. Trust your intuition. A new venture beckons. Consider your options carefully. Seek adventure. Go traveling. Embrace your life to the full. And visit a favorite place. So, something new is calling to you right now. I'm really honing in on considering your options carefully and going and traveling. Embracing your life to the full is so, that's so in alignment with the first card, the friendship card, and the Three of Cups. Fully embracing your life, going on new adventures, being with new people. Like, you deserve all of this. All right, I pulled some timing cards. And if you don't like timing, just know that this is not meant to tell you exactly when something is going to happen. It's more to help you understand if there were significant seasons recently in the past, if right now this season in particular is significant, or if there's a season coming that's significant for you. It's also meant for you to look at the season of life that you're in. So it's not just like, oh, this is going to happen in the winter, but also right now I might be going through the winter phase, and the next phase for me is the spring, is new things blossoming, blooming. Okay, so that's how I want you to look at the seasons. and the timing. Timing for me is something that's precarious because we incept people. When I say like, oh, this is in the fall, then somebody's waiting until the fall. It doesn't happen. So don't, like I said, don't look at this as like this is when something is going to happen, but look at this as these are significant seasons and phases of life. Some people like timing, so I put it in, but I'm kind of on the fence about it personally. All right. Divine masculine, some significant timing. We're seeing the 39 strawberries. I believe this is winter energy. And then we have here the your dreams need a practical plan with the full moon in Taurus. Um, so full moon in Taurus energy, Taurus season can be significant. The your dreams need a practical plan is, that imagination card, from imagination to actual reality. That's maybe what's missing for you. And when you enter into the season where you can start to make those practical plans, that's, where you're that's when something really significant will happen for you. Sorry, I'm looking for the page here. 39. It feels like you've been chipping away at a situation forever, and no matter what you do, you just can't seem to make headway. Don't be fooled by the odd occasion on which it seems like something might be about to change if you just wait a little longer. There's a reason why things have been so reluctant to move. Put out your feelers and employ a change of tact. A new angle will benefit you here. So, definitely, divine masculine, you need to do something new. Your dreams need a practical plan. Whatever you have been doing, it's just not working. Like, I realized that too with my business recently. I was like, something was going better before. Something is not working right now. I need to do something new. I need to change. I need to shift in some way. So that's a significant energy for you, divine masculine. And divine feminine, your timing, we're getting apple, which is also the winter time. And then we're getting a time to give rather than take. And we're seeing the apple coming here as this gift almost. And it's almost looking like the Ace of Pentacles, which it's funny because I laid this card right on top of the Ace of Pentacles. Look at the similarity in that. So for me, this is saying that, you are really receiving right now. You're in this time of receiving. I know the feminine energy has been giving, and the feminine energy needs to be in the receiving mode. So it's time for you to receive rather than to give, is pretty much how I would be looking at this energy. You have given and now receive. Allow that to take place. And the timing looks like it is in alignment for the two of you right now. So it does look like by the winter, you are going to be able to open up to receive this offer. And by the winter, the masculine energy is also going to be able to change tacks and offer you something differently in a different way, or physical experience happens at that point. And it's this winter or next winter, or it could have happened in the past. But what it really means is that in a time of life when things have seemed bleak and it seemed like there was nothing happening and it was stagnant and hibernation energy, in that time is when you receive this gift, this offer, which changes you from the winter into the spring energy of new life, right? The seeds that are contained in the apple, those seeds, now we spark this new life. So that's what you can expect, I guess. And then divine masculine, you are getting the protection message from this grief card, which it says, it is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep within the chambers of your mourning, in the red clovers birthing lost illusion. And there's that illusion, imagination thing happening again. The protection message of this card is grief is a warning in reverse. You are about to lose something you love, though you know it has run its course, even if it seems unexpected. Things have reached their natural end, and although painful, it's time to let go. I'll leave that where it is. I mean, that's very much in alignment with that masculine energy. Your mind is really being challenged right now to let something go, something that you were obsessed with, but it wasn't fair. And you're really being challenged to just let that go from your mind. Divine Feminine, you are getting crystals and herbs in reverse. It says, "Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healings straight from mother's home." Interesting. The message is the ability to allow healing to occur. It's easy to want to heal, but not so easy to show up for that process. Healing is often seen as a comforting and illuminating experience, which is rarely the case. Healing often requires things to get worse before they can get better. It's like starting a detox. At first, your body is weak and tired. You feel uncomfortable. But then, after a few days, you feel so much better. Don't allow a little discomfort to become the block that stops healing altogether. Embrace your pain because that is the only way to let it go. Jesus. All right. Well, there's some hard stuff here. There's definitely some stuff that your ego has been holding on to that has to just die. So we've got ego death happening. And it's tough. It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy, but it's just a natural part of the process. What if I told you that if you go through this, you let this go, you let this die, that you receive exactly what you've desired tenfold? Your ego is going to tell you, but what I wanted before was all that I want. Because your ego is limited. Your higher self is going to be like, baby, no, no. You said you want to live in a house. You want to live in a house? That's what you wanted. You wanted this house. You wanted that house on that street. Look at what you're really getting now. Look at what you're really getting now. Like, yeah, it doesn't look exactly the same. It doesn't sound exactly the same. It's like, oh, it'll never be the same. It won't. It won't ever be the same. But what if this is way better and you never know that because you never try? What do you have to lose? Do you think pining over this other person or this other outcome or whatever it is that you're holding on to or attached to, do you think that staying there is going to fix that situation and make that work? Is does it seem logical to you that fixating and focusing on how something doesn't work will make it work? So, Divine Masculine, final card, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. All of a sudden, a light. I saw lightning, a revelation, a flash, the tower. I let go completely of the way I was thinking about the situation. I see things completely in a new light. I'm shocked by this. I can't believe this is how I see things. So, this is what the masculine energy is about to go through today. Divine Feminine, what do you have? Date and passion. Don't worry. You can't get this wrong, and you're never going to get it done. So, you are really going to be surprised, but this is happening. And it's happening in a beautiful way. It's unfolding in this way that you're going to just enjoy and love so much. And I'm really so happy for you and for me and proud of us because a lot of us have been on this journey together for the last, few decades, but particularly the last 3 years on social media together. We've been going through this. We've been seeing all these collective readings. We've been meeting all these people who have had the same experiences. And we've been wondering what it all means. And we're gonna understand. We're gonna have a big revelation, and that is gonna cause us to be able to finally meet someone new date, get it back out there, somebody that we have insane chemistry for, somebody that we like each other, and it's going to be really fun. And it quite honestly may not be who you expect it to be. My ego is really chafing at that. It's really chafing. It's like, no, it's just, he can do it. He can do it. It can be him. It can be him. So it's like scrambling, like, please. It's like, even if the other person is better, please, please make it this person. And it's like, why? What are you scared of? Are you scared to really be loved the way you want to be loved? Or are you scared to lose something? Is there something you think you can't have that only you can have with the other person? Because anything that your life could have been with that person, you can have that life for you. And you're like, yeah, but this person, it's like this particular thing. Like, we're in the same career and we were going to do this career together. And it's like, okay, well, do you want to be in competition with your partner forever? Or, do you want to be in a team? What do you want? Let go of the way you thought it was going to be. Be surprised and shocked by what it really should be. What really feels good. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. It was an hour and 16 minutes. Not too bad. It looked like it was going to be over in 2 hours. Thank you, Jordan, for following me. I was like, oh my God, this reading's going to be so long. But, I know you love it. So if you didn't get to see the whole thing and you would like to, it is streaming at the same time right now to YouTube. So it is available there for you to watch when you have the time. And please comment, please like, subscribe, share. Please go click the links in my profile. Please contribute to my channel. I am really still struggling, honestly. It's getting a little better, but it's literally like that Knight of Pentacles energy. The more of you that reach out and support me, book appointments, send donations, even when you send $5, man, I can get a coffee once in a while. So please help and make sure you are staying in touch. There's a newsletter I'm flirting with. I know people don't really read emails, so I don't know if I'm actually going to do it or not. But if you are somebody that wants a newsletter, let me know by going and signing up for it. You can go and click the link in my profile, scroll down, and just there's a keep me informed thing. Pop your email in there. You can get a free gift right now if you go to the link, free Fuel Your Passions packet for my Follow Your Passions challenge, 30-day challenge. It's meant to help you if you're having trouble coming up with a daily activity to do that. It would be fun in something in regards to your passions. It's meant to help you figure that out. And if you want a little mini reading about I can't talk. If you want me to do your Follow Your Passions spread, basically from the Passion Path packet, that's the Passion Path packet. Say that fast 3 times. Click the link in my profile. Go to the $22 reading that's available. Click that. It says it's a 2-card reading, but I will make it a 4-card reading for you as long as you type Passion Path or Passions, whatever. You can just type Passions in the notes or the comment section or the place where you ask the question. Just write Passions and I will do your Passion Path reading for you. But if you want to see what that reading is like, you can access that reading at that link in my profile. Download it for free. You can also find I haven't gotten any decks in a long time, and I would love some new decks. So there is a send me a deck option. You could also send me a gift if you want to, but there's there's an Amazon wish list gift thing, different household items. I still haven't moved into an apartment yet, so most of that stuff has not. I don't need it yet, but I will eventually. So I appreciate any of those gifts that come in. There's things for Bowie in there too, if you're a dog lover, and Bowie definitely loves. There's some. I should put new dog toys in there because she eats them so fast. Anyway, there's things like that if you want to contribute in some way to my channel. I appreciate it so much. And if you want to see me again, I am going to come back on tonight to do personal readings live. They're $33 or $28 for subscribers, and I'll be on tonight probably sometime after 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be on again tomorrow, 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. Sometime in there, I'll do another collective reading like this, and I will also stream to YouTube because I'm going to start just doing that. And then on Saturday, there will be probably a 7 or 8 p.m. reading on Saturday. So that's my schedule so far, and the times that you can try to catch me live. And has a good day today. Taking me surprise, easy and scary. Oh, I'm so glad, Donna. I'm actually also kind of there too. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I will see you soon. My phone is about to die because I forgot to plug it in this whole time. Okay. Bye, everybody. Take care. I love